think a lot of the US have got fat over lockdown. Yep, very true. It's funny. This is a really good way of exercising your brain on statistics. So when you say to someone, so the UK is a good example. They added a sugar levy. So it's been proven, I think it may be in one of the Scandinavian countries, that if you had a sugar levy, people consume less calories, therefore they choose the diet options, so therefore overall people consume less calories, and it helps the national health because obviously less stress on the welfare state for reasons of the eating too much, getting fat and whatnot. I explained that really badly. So the way it works is they added an extra, I think something like an extra 20% or 10% to the cost of sugary drinks over a certain amount. And it makes them more expensive. So therefore, when you're in McDonald's, you have like regular Coca-Cola. It'll say 20 pence more, or you can go for Diet Coke, which is no extra cost more. So the natural response to that is like, well, that doesn't make a difference really. I mean, at the end of the day, if someone likes sugar, they're just going to go for the sugar version. But that's not the way people act in big numbers. In large numbers, people tend to make more conscious decisions leaning towards the diet option because they realize they want to pay more. They also don't want to consume more calories. They're more consciously aware that they're consuming something that could be bad for their health when they see that number on screen. So there's so many elements baked in that can allow you to lose calories overall for an entire nation. I think it's really interesting because I think a lot of times when people talk about like the sugar levy, they think of anecdotes, don't they? They think of, oh, it hasn't affected me because I just drink Coke like I normally do. Yeah, but it's not just you; it's the entire nation as a whole. It's like the big numbers, the big statistics, you know. I don't know. I think it's really interesting. I can't even remember what the original point was now. What was the original point? How did I get on that tangent? You're gonna make a workout again? Hell no! I'm the wrong person to talk about that. Speak to an expert. Hell no. I'm not the right person to talk about that. Something fat. Oh, yeah. So the example with lockdowns is that people have been forced to stay inside. And you probably think to yourself, the difference between someone staying inside and going outside is not really a big difference. It's just a little bit of walking back and forth, commuting, you know, walking from your car and whatnot. But the truth is that all adds up. Saving 50 calories from a little commute to, I guess, for the full week, 50 times 7 for 7 days. Well, you know, we're working 7 days a week, 5 days a week. Then you divide that, times that by the amount of months you're working. And then you look at the big picture. People have, like, burnt, like 6 or 7, 10,000 more calories than they would normally, just based on the fact that we have to stay at home and work from home. You know, it has such a massive impact, even though it looks like an insignificant amount at first look. Because if you look at and Google, like, how many calories you burn from walking, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. None. Just Google it. Calories walking. For a 180-pound person, you burn 65 calories per mile. That's nothing. And no one is commuting by walking back from their car for a full mile. So the honest truth is they're burning basically nothing. But once again, it all adds up. So let's just say 20 calories over 5... Oh, I'm not showing this on screen. So let's just say you're burning 20 calories from your commute there and back from work, just walking back from your car, times by 5, times by 12 for the months to the year. So that's 1,200 calories. Actually, I don't think about that's not much, is it? How many calories is it 1 pound of fat? Calories, pound of fat. You know, I feel like I'm literally eating my own argument. So 3,500 calories is 1 pound of fat. Anyway, besides the point, there's lots of things you can do. I suppose it's not only just the walking, commuting back and from work. It's also like when you're at home, you consume more calories because you've got access to foods and whatnot that you wouldn't normally have, you know? There's lots of elements in there. Lots of things baked in. Oh, no. Baked in, get it? Baked in. Did you see what I just did there? You see what I just did there? Baked in? Yeah. I'm guessing diets don't change much. In what context? Once again, it's more based upon the big picture. Versus the AI 7-2. In a multiplayer situation, I've been 1 in 14 fours though. Oh my god, my production is insane. Look at all those productions. Insane. So now we have to go recon, and we also had AA on, don't we? Don't need nowhere near for much sport equipment. How much are we behind? People didn't change their diet much pre or during lockdown. I would imagine they would. When you're at home, you've got more conveniences. You know, like when you go to work, you pre-make your meal. You make a pack up, don't you? And you go to work and you eat that packed lunch. Sure, there's temptations at work, such as like vending machines and takeaways and whatnot. But for the most part, if you're staying inside the building, you've just basically got those basic staple foods with you. You've got the routine as well. That's another big thing. Changing people's routine means they consume so many more calories just on a daily basis. Oh, we could watch one of the food shows too. Oh, God, there's so many ideas of shows we could watch. I really need to pee. I don't have to go for a pee. Do I watch football? No. No, I don't, my dude. Sorry. Oh, this is a story as well. So, I guess it was over a year ago. So last year was meant to be Euro 2020s. And me and my girlfriend in 2018 watched the World Cup, watched a lot of the England games, and we had a blast. We had so much fun. We went to the pub. There was lots of crowds. There was a lot of people about. We had an absolute blast watching the England game. And England did really well. They got fourth in the World Cup, which is pretty good. Not perfect. I get that. You guys are going to be shit for that. It wasn't perfect. They didn't win. We know. But we had a blast. Me and my girlfriend literally connected over something that I never thought we would do. Because I'm not a big football fan. She's not a big football fan. Whatever. And with that in mind, we were like, you know what? We should actually see a proper England game. And we did. We watched England's qualify for the Euro 2020s. It was Montenegro versus England. And of course, I think the score was like 7-0 or something like that. Something like that. And we had a lot of fun. We had an excuse to go to London, go for a trip, and have a lot of fun together. And it was amazing. We really connected over that. I think things like that, you know, things you wouldn't think you'd be interested over, the really good things you really enjoy in a relationship, you know? Oh, I can't even go for extensive conscription. Shit. Guaranteed by the UK. Oh, but they're actually not on the line. I thought they were democratic. Okay. So we thought to ourselves, you know, let's take it next level. Let's actually watch a proper game, not just a qualifier versus some second-rate team. Why don't we watch a game in the Euros? So we'll actually put back some tickets for Euro 2020s. That'd be amazing. Like, go to a proper tournament for one of the big games. Awesome. And we got tickets, and it was one of the England games next month. And England weren't decided at the time because it was one of the playoffs for 4th place in the group. So we didn't even know who they were going to be playing against. But anyway, it turned out that the playoffs tournament ended up between Scotland and Serbia. That's right, man. Scotland and Serbia. And Scotland won. Good on them. And it's like, England versus Scotland at Wembley in the Euros? Oh my God, that'd be so awesome. It'd be so much tension because it's like the two local teams of the UK playing each other, and it'd be like a fairly easy game for UK to win, kind of, and it'd be competitive. Oh, it'd be so much fun. Oh. And then COVID happened. Ugh. So with that in mind, we didn't really know what was happening. So we know it got delayed from 2020 to 2021. And apparently, as far as things go at the moment, it is going to be happening next month. Maybe. I've done this really badly, by the way. I should have had just one on the front line. Yeah, you should be on the front line. And then you should be pushing southwards. There we go. No, silly. Don't be silly. Don't be a silly boy. There we go. Oh, hang on. Can't exercise them. Oh, no. I can do war eco, but I can't do extensive. Well, you can't do that one now. I've lost so many factories. Yeah. So, sadly, we didn't know what things were happening. And things were planning at the moment for us to go to Euros next month. Euro 2020 and Euro in the year 2021. We held back on booking an Airbnb in London because we still weren't 100% certain. My girlfriend was so uncertain, but I was like a little bit on the fence still. I wasn't 100% confident, but she was like not confident at all. She said, this is not right. We're booking this too early. Things aren't going to go well. Turns out she was right. I got an email last week saying that unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, we can only have a half capacity stadium. And unfortunately, you weren't selected by the lottery. Refund for the tickets below. I'm so fucking devastated. I'm so devastated. Yeah, here's what it is, I guess. Can't do a lot about it, but there you go. Sucks. Bloody sucks. Not really an happy ending to that story, really, because, I mean, the truth is that was kind of a once-in-a-lifetime game. Probably never going to get that one again. And I don't think my girlfriend's really confident enough to be able to go abroad for, like, what's the World Cup being held in next year? Isn't it, like, in somewhere in the fucking Middle East, like Qatar or something? Ugh. Nothing offensive to the country or anything. It's just really far away, and I've never been to a Middle Eastern country, so it'd be a big step for me as well. Change conscription law. I know, you keep saying that, but I can't do it, bro. I guess what I could do is delete this army. Oh, I can do it now, yeah. And then just remake the army again. That would be a good idea, actually, because I didn't really need that extra army now I think about it. 2022 Qatar will be amazing. Can you explain why? Are you being sarcastic? He's being sarcastic, right? Okay. Ah, man, I can't believe I can't break that. That's really annoying. I guess we're going to have to do it just separate waves, aren't we, then? This really sucks. Are we... This isn't Victoria 2 anymore. With 7 minutes, we've been on EU 4. They've invested... I don't even know who's trolling who anymore. I don't even know. They've invested so much. Technically, they have. Yeah, that's right. They actually have. So much slave labor. Yeah, I'm so salty, actually. I really am sad. I really, really, really am sad. I thought me and my girlfriend opportunity to see a really big game in the UK for Wembley for the Euros, and we didn't get it. That really sucks. There is a chance, though. There is a chance it might have been a shitty game because of COVID restrictions. With a half-capacity stadium, it might have not had the same atmosphere. It might have been a bit boring. There's a chance of that. It might have resulted in a slightly less fun experience. This guy's pretty good.
Hey guys, how you doing? So we're back at it again today. Today we're off to a place called Oriental Express. Now it's Chinese food. Sounds like it entitled, doesn't it? I am absolutely ready to go for this little bit of Chinese.
Wow.
I've heard a lot about this. It's coming to our attention because it's been in social media, local newspapers. I think even national news have picked up on this. The owner of this, she's been getting quite a few negative comments. Now, it's not been, I don't think, for the food. It's been for other things. But the comebacks that she's had on these, for these negatives, have just been unreal. So
box and the small versions, different boxes.
Right. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy goes to local takeaways and orders like really big, the big multi-variety boxes of like takeaway, which basically just give him a bit of everything that takeaway offers. What I would really like to know. What I would really like to know is how many calories do you think is in one of these dishes? I'll show you in a sec.
Tell you something, guys. I like Chinese food.
Sounds like from Bolton, doesn't it?
It's a bit chilly tonight. I've got to zip-toed cagoule up. do you call them? Cagoule? That's the zip jacket up. I know when I first got this, it wasn't as tight as this. Where?
What's with the music?
Mate, Buzz is on your YouTube. He keeps sending me your links to your YouTube videos.
Yeah. No, nice one. Cheers, fellas, for support. Thank you. Cheers, fellas. See you later.
He's got 250,000 subscribers.
I've
Holy
gone for the
shit.
Chinese. They've stopped for a selfie and they're going to put up a new garage and a conservatory for me next week. They don't know that yet, but I've got the number. Oh, say something. I can smell it in the air, you know. You know that.
What's with the fart sound effect?
You can smell it, can't you? All
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Spring rolls and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hey up. Man, I know I can smell it. There we go. Shuffle about.
The Chinese food in the West adds too much sodium and MSG. One thing I do notice about Chinese food is that the night I go to bed and I wake up the next morning, my mouth is just dry. It's just a desert.
Yes, mate. Thank you very much.
Hence salt.
Thank you. Yeah. Chopsticks. Oh, they're going to be a laugh.
Yeah, we're going to try.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you. Oh, this is wafting out. So they've got it here, look. Salt and pepper munch box. That's what we've gone for.
Presentation's good.
So let's just open it up. Let's just open it up and get going.
All right, boys, here we go. Here we go, lads. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is the spread. This is the money shot. Tell me how many calories you think this is. I'm really curious, actually. Maybe this is something I'm interested in because I'm counting calories at the minute, but you guys really aren't that interested in. But the average person has about 2,000 calories per day. I'm reckoning this is very close to 2,000.
Oh my God.
Half a year of running.
Right.
Probably not that much.
I'm gonna have to. Oh, I'll get me sitting right here. Right, so I've got me some chopsticks here. Hey up, look, they even put some in for you, cameraman. You're not getting
Can you see that tiny bit of orange there and green?
none of this today, kid.
That tiny amount.
Right, I've never used chopsticks. What do you do? Suppose it's something like that. So, let's go. Look at this. So, this looks like it's a bit of salt and pepper chicken.
I'll honestly admit I'm pretty good with chopsticks. I won't say I'm as good as a native, but I'm pretty decent with them. And I like to use them, not because I find it useful to eat with them or like a handy tool like a knife and fork, but I just like doing it to show off. Like, oh, look at me, I can do it. Oh, look, I can pick it up with it. It's the worst reason to be into chopsticks, honestly. The worst reason.
Oh, yeah. Up, hey, up.
The role play sticks. This guy almost released a video a day. Really? Oh my God, he does. Well, that explains his growth. 15 million views a month. This guy is earning 30,000 a month dollars. Oh my goodness. Listen, you can be small and be happy and be big and be happy, okay? But this explains why this guy's a bigger fella, okay? This explains why this guy's a big fella. Oh, man.
Oh, ready? What do we have in box one? Oh my God. So that's the buttermilk fried chicken. Oh, I can... Oh, smell-o-vision. Oh, that cameraman. Oh,
What's that around his neck? He had that in the previous video.
No else. In fact, what's... Silence says it all. So I wasn't first because at first I dipped it into sauce. Beautiful sauce.
Yeah, do you know what? You probably don't mean it so philosophically. Is it Wayu? One? But that's actually a really good point to think about. If you're willing to earn a ridiculous amount of money and incur a large amount of stress, either physically or mentally, is it worth it? Is it worth it? You know? Is it really? Would you be okay earning 100,000 for 1 year working, but you lose 10 years of your life? Think about it. Think about it. Because the honest truth is being... Oh, man, I'm sorry to constantly poke at his weight. Listen, you can be happy and overweight, okay? But potentially you are losing like 5, 10, 15 years of your life by being larger than you need to be.
Season well with that occasion.
I can't fucking talk. Look at this.
Right.
Look at this.
So buttermilk
What's going on
chicken.
here?
So this is the one of the things that people were raving about.
Okay, I'm sticking out a little bit. But...
It looks good. Smells good. Oh my god.
No, seriously though, with that proposition I've just given you there, guys, would you be willing to do that? Would you be totally okay losing 10 years of your life for 100k?
That is just...
Chunky gaming, yeah.
That's undescribable. I ain't kidding you. I think this is the first time I've ever been. Look how juicy that is. What's this? I bet it comes off with it because it's juice, just juice of the chicken.
Nothing came out.
But the flavour. I don't even know what it is. I've never tasted it. Chicken like that before in my...
Mashed potato burger.
When he's opening up his Christmas... Whoa! Christmas on here. So let's open it up so you can see it. So...
It might sound gross, but those fries look amazing.
Again...
But wait, hang on. I've just spotted a sin here. I've just spotted a sin. Can anyone tell me what this sin is with this? What is the sin?
With this, I did put quite a bit in this, didn't I? So it's a nice little box here. Hey up, crunch of the nacho. This might take some getting through this.
The sin is this cheese is not melted. It's cold cheese. Solid frickin' cheese.
No.
Disgusting.
Bits of
Disgusting. That's just taking it too far. Thank you for the subscription, Scream. Thanks for the one up, bro.
So I've got the chili on there.
Thank you for subscribing. You should subscribe.
Look at this, guys.
Be a part of
I've
the gang.
opted for the yogurt and mint sauce on this.
Subscribe.
No, I haven't chili. Bit of a sting. Big kid. So I feel like Christmas morning. Feel like.
What if we had a takeaway company and they actually did do this? They actually wrapped everything up like it was Christmas. And when they presented you the food, you had the fun of like having open up the present. But I suppose then you'd have to have like a random food selected for you, wouldn't you? For the surprise of what it could possibly be.
Like my little lad George, when he's opening up his Christmas, Christmas presents. Oh my giddy God. Look at this.
Okay. Oh, thanks for the 2 up, bro. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That subliminal messaging really worked. Can we get some love in the chat for woo-woo for his 2 up? What a nice guy. Okay. Man. Isn't the idea of a burger convenience? Like you can hold it with your hand. When you go to a fancy ass restaurant and you squeeze the burger buns together and it like shoots juice everywhere and your hands are like filthy from all the beef juice and remnants of cheese. Like look at it drop. Oh. Isn't the convenience of a burger is you don't get messy? Isn't that the idea? You can pick it up with your hands and eat it. This idea that you pick it up and it just like squirts at you, it jizzes on your face. Oh no!
This sensation is that. I'm gonna go for it again. Oh.
And as well, like you have to like. I hate the fact when you have to squeeze it like really flat to get your mouth on it. Like for instance, a Big Mac is like just at the limit. You know, you could just get your mouth around it particularly if you're an adult. But if you're not a child, you can't.
So the juices.
One thing I do think is important though is when you have beef, it should be moist, okay? This idea of eating a piece of leathery beef that's got no moisture in it is awful. So there is a happy medium there. But this idea you squeeze it and it fucking jizzes on you, goddamn.
Coming out of this. We're all over. We've got the sweet chili, cheese, nachos.
Cheese is melted. I appreciate that.
Another burger, cheese.
There's no need for more than one burger patty. There's no need for that.
Then we've got the chicken thigh. Beautiful.
I really enjoyed chicken on burgers. I think chicken is better than beef on burgers. Can we get a poll on this? Burger preference. spelled preference wrong. Chicken burger. Beef burger. Chicken burger. Is there any other kinds of burgers? I guess you could have like a lamb burger, couldn't you?
Beautiful. Try it. So it's seasoned well with the salt and pepper, is the chicken thigh. Alright, so I think because it's amazing. And
Veggie burger, yeah, I guess so. There are some vegan veggie burgers now that are so good that, is it Impossible Burger? Impossible Burger? Yeah, Beyond Burger, whatever it's called. These are so good that you can get away with not having beef. I know you guys are probably gonna like, vegan, I'm dying of veganism. Honestly, guys, have this. They're a bit expensive, I'll admit that. But they're so good. They're so good. So I would class this as a beef burger. It's so close to the real thing. This is a beef burger, in my opinion. Falafel, yeah, it's like a falafel burger. Oh, beef wins by a mile. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. Leeds Takeaway sells Dutch French fries.
So on the road again for it, matey.
We tried the homemade ones.
Up here in this little space, alright, and we're going to try this bad boy out. So, give me a minute. I'll get my table out the car and we're off.
They need to be cheaper. Agreed. £5 for 2 burger patties is a bit steep.
What we've got in this bag of
it is a bit steep. Agreed.
So, couple of sauces. We've got a mayo, garlic mayo.
I remember when I was really into veganism, like maybe over a year ago, and I wanted to help out. You know, I was thinking about the planet, and I was thinking to myself, what are the simple things that I could do in my lifestyle to make the opportunities to, I don't know, harm my impact on the planet, whatever. I know this is going to come. I promise you, you guys do whatever you want with your life. I don't want this to sound preachy, okay? But I just thought to myself, okay, I'll try eating maybe more than one vegan meal a week or something like that. I don't know. I still eat meat, obviously, but I just eat vegan meal every now and then. And I did look into all these like fancy ass, like I think there's one called Just Mayo as well. It's like a vegan company that makes like egg substitute stuff. They've got ranch dressing that's egg free, Caesar mayo and whatnot, egg free. And then Impossible Burgers I just showed you too. They were like trying to reverse engineer like meat products or dairy products to try and make them free of those items. And I'll be honest with you, I've tasted all of these and they're just as good as either dairy or meat products. They really are fantastic. I remember when I heard about them over a year ago, none of them had reached the UK. They were all still in America. And I was so jealous of like people like going to Whole Foods and getting like Just Mayo and stuff. Actually, I haven't seen Just Mayo in supermarkets yet. But I imagine it's pretty good.
And then this is the Dutch mayo. All right, special recipe. I'll tell you what, we're going to crack off with fries first.
Oh, man. Okay. There is a sin with this meal as well. Does anyone know what the sin is here? Come on, guys. What is the sin with this meal?
So, we've got all the toppings on here. Gherkin,
what is the sin?
Cheese, onion. It's absolutely covered in them.
It is the onion. Raw onion. You'll be burping that for days. Indigestion. Hello. Raw onion. Seriously, what were they thinking? I approve of the jalapenos. I think there's gherkins in there as well, isn't it? Is that a gherkin? No, I think it's just... I approve of that. The raw onion. Thick chunks of raw onion. What were they thinking? It's normal in the Netherlands. You get it like this, really?
So, now these fries.
You have to cook the onions a little bit, otherwise they're like burning. You're burping them for days.
Look at them. They're absolutely lovely.
Raw onions gonna be diced up small. Yeah, agreed. Like a relish.
Tastes like
a burger relish.
Right. Oh, it's nice and fresh. Oh, 2 patties in there. Bit of bacon. Oozing with cheese. Oh. Burger sauce. So again, this is, you know, you come and you pick your toppings what you want on the burger, which is quite good. You know, most places it's just slammed on, isn't it?
Raw onion sandwiches is okay. It depends how much you put on, though.
No, I am not kidding you.
My honest preference is to have it cooked.
Oh my God, physique.
The burger doesn't look like anything special, though, does it? Oh my God, this guy's not been going that long. He's only got like 11 months worth of videos.
Now then, guys, how are you doing? Back on the road again.
Whoa, he's got a better camera now. Got 4K? No, 1080p.
Oh.
I like how he just gets like a foldable chair and table and just folds it outside the restaurant. That really amuses me. He's prepared for COVID. He's prepared for it.
Frugy mango.
He's skinnier than the first video. Is
Sparkling
he?
frugy mango. Let's have a go at that. Right, get my chips out, my burger.
I do like how happy he is, though. That's one thing I've got to say. I think that's probably the reason why he's doing so well on YouTube. His energy is so positive. Unlike me, who moans and complains all the time. Why don't I have billions of views?
Usually get the cheese.
Now we know why.
Buns. So, look, got some chips here. Right, let's have a look at this. So this is the burger. So it's grilled. Oh, look at that sauce. Bit of salad.
Oh man, that actually looks really fucking good. I used to work in Sheffield near the town centre, and there was like a chicken place, and then they used to get a wrap from there. I don't know what they did. Maybe they grilled it on like a barbecue, the wraps, and then the chicken and the sauce, and the pickledy vegetables. Oh, it was so good. I might have to drive by there one day and get it again.
Hash brown in there.
It was so good.
All right, peri peri. Let's get into this. I bet it's going to leave me with a bit of a white tash. Let's go.
I don't like that burger bun though. It's like really floury.
Oh, you know what? That has got right nice kick. You see that guy? It's a beautiful grilled chicken fillet, hash brown, mayo, bit of lettuce, so that's my salad for the day, on a right nice soft floured white bun. Now, totally. Try these dips. Nice that. Mayo, that's alright. Frugy mango.
You know, I'm a bit on the fence with dirty fries, you know. I feel like sometimes they work, and sometimes they're a little bit like, eh. Sometimes it's okay plain and just dip them in yourself, you know. Dirty fries are a bit hit and miss, in my opinion. A very popular street vendor. Ooh, I love street food.
Now then, guys, how you doing?
That's just not necessarily street food, is it? It just means it's from a street vendor.
The beef from the butcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have it every morning from the butcher that marinated at home. So she decided to get the beef steak, and I get beef, chicken.
A single bit of lettuce is a salad, yeah, man. You can have salad on a burger, you know? What the fuck?
You can just make choice between beef or chicken.
Dirty fries are always like, it depends how fresh you get them.
No problem.
Yeah, so
Dirty fries are basically cheese and then other bits on top of fries. You get them at burger places quite often. That's awesome, really good, but oh, yeah. You know when you're getting a good one when they're not soggy? Hit and miss. That's okay. Okay. If you use mozzarella, which isn't naturally very oily, that works really well with burger fries. But the problem with mozzarella is it doesn't really have a lot of taste to it. You need some like mature cheddar in there to give it a bit of tang. But then even then it's really oily with cheddar, isn't it? So then it gets wet fries, you know? Got bacon bits on it. That's a good one. Bacon bits are always good. Jalapenos are always a win. Getting a bit dirty here, though. Getting a bit dirty, hence dirty flies. Ever tried poutine? No, I've not. I'd like to, though.
after you build it between the choice of beef or chicken, it's come already with chips and cheese sauce. That one, it's not the option. You get it with that.
Yeah.
And then you decided if you want vegetable or no. And then you
that looks nice.
One nice cheese sauce.
Oh, that's the cheese sauce going on. Oh. And is this one yours or mine?
Well, this one's definitely mine anyway. Stop.
So, and then I just put a little bit of marinade cabbage and carrots.
That'll do me.
Marinade? What?
Marinade, cabbage and
A bit of coleslaw.
And then I finish with a tiny bit handmade garlic mayo. Let me go for someone who's going so fast.
Oh, you know what the difference is between a regular food seller on the high street and like this guy is the attention to detail. He's like, well, I'm going to squirt a tiny little bit of garlic sauce on there because it adds to the depth of the flavor. And it's like, oh man, this guy is giving extra love and attention. You know, this meal's going to be good, you know. Other than like those, you know, like those places on night outs on like the high street where it's just a burger, bam, they slam it in front of you, and it's a dry, rubbery bit of meat, and they put like a dot of lettuce on there and a dot of mayo. They don't give a shit, you know. But like this guy, he knows.
Are we toasting it down?
You're gonna what now?
Toasting it down now.
Oh,
Like,
right.
so it comes out like a panini, something
Oh,
like
right,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to toast it.
That looks amazing, guys.
Daddy,
Now
you asked a little bit of- you
this
asked
lady's
about-
jumped in front of the queue.
Jalapenos.
You asked about
Jalapenos are weird. Like sometimes you get them and they're like overly spicy and they blow your head off. And they're a bit soggy, but sometimes you get them really crunchy. They've just got the right amount of heat. They're so hit and miss, aren't they?
This does look good. Smell spices. I can smell out spice. I could.
Oh my god, this is in Leeds. I should go to Leeds. That's it. I'm driving to Leeds. I want to visit this guy. I'm not sure if I approve of like chips inside of a wrap though.
I've got some
Feels like something you'd eat on a night out when you don't care about the flavour because you're drunk out your mind.
sauce here, bit of salad. So let's try these fries. He's been banging on about these fries, hasn't he? Bit of this sauce here.
Yeah, he's got his table and chair again.
So the fries, they're quite nice.
Whoa, what's with the disrespect?
Yes,
This
please,
guy
mate,
is a
you can chop it
critic.
in half. These fries, they're like skin on. Tastes like skin on fries. Though. They've been cooked a couple of times. They're really, really nice, to be fair. And then we've got a
They remind me of British chips because they're kind of slightly soggy.
nice mushroom sauce here. So let's get to the chicken. Very salty. I don't know if it's them that's salty or if it's the sauce, the mushroom sauce. There we go, guys. I am
Ah, Christ, I'm actually hungry now. God damn it.
amazing. Tastes really good. For street food, for £6. Chicken, chips and a bit of salad.
£6.
That as well. That's good. Right.
Someone recognised him.
Thank you very much.
No worries, mate. No worries. I think it's ready.
Why does no one recognise me?
I've been digging
God
into my
damn.
chicken. I'm having and see. Beautiful. Thank you.
Do you know one thing I've noticed? I don't mind paying top price for good food, you know. That's something I've noticed as I've gotten a little bit older. Because I've got more money.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
One chicken, one beef.
Thank you very much. Right, guys. Chair's still here. Right, so we've tried the chicken, we've tried the salad. So this is what we've come for. So when I come up, there was a young lady stood here in the queue. All right. And I asked him what he recommended. He recommended everything. Excuse me. And she recommended this. She said it was absolutely one of the best things she's ever tasted. So
One of the
let's
best.
have a look here.
One of the
So this
best.
is a French taco. So it's got the steak in there, so it's like a bit of a burger. It's got the chips in there, sauces. So let's go for it. Oh my. Well, the only thing I can suggest with this, guys, is you can say with this, it is like biting into street food heaven. So, you know when you go on holidays,
I'm on the
you go
fence
around
with
walking
this.
about, and you can smell all these different smells. And
If you're gonna toast something,
you think, wow, this is what it is. I'm having another bite of this one.
if you toast something and put cheese in it, it always tastes better. Okay. And all I'm looking at is I'm looking at a Big Mac and fries in a panini. Doesn't look that interesting, but it tastes good. But just the raw ingredients don't really turn me on, I guess. Maybe I won't be going to Leeds then. I guess we're not going to Leeds. Eating the Bambi hot dog. Okay, this is the last one, guys.
How you doing? Back on cobbles again. I'll try one of them then, please, love.
Oh, check out those wieners. He's even testing the temperature of the wiener.
I'll pay with cash, love, please, if that's all right. And can I have a can of Diet Coke as well, please, love?
Get one next year and review it. Oh, maybe. Try an omelette with melted cheese and undercook it and put a tortilla. It doesn't really appeal to me, my dude. I'm not a big fan of omelettes. He doesn't want to pay the sugar levy. That's why he's gone for diet.
Slam my table up, Anna. Under broomstick. We'll go for it, under broomstick. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Whereabouts is he in the country here?
So it's $6.50.
There's no description. It's so low effort. There's no tags either. This guy's just uploading it. He's just like, I don't care about the meta. Fuck the meta. No tags, no description. I don't care. I don't care.
Here comes the good stuff. Bit of camembert cheese. Look at this.
Oh, damn. Oh, thanks for the 100 bits, dude. Appreciate that, open layer. Thank you. Okay, this is interesting. Ooh, yes, my goodness.
Yeah, get a bit of fried onion in. I'll have a little bit of ketchup, please, love. There.
The camembert isn't melted, it's just solid.
Ooh.
The camembert... Was it brie? He said it was camembert. Isn't that the one you microwave and you dip stuff in it?
Right, love, come on, let's get set up here. Let's set up here out at road. Get my table set up. Here we go. Look, I've got my... Oh, get out. Table. Get this under broomstick. So, this is the Bambi. It is.
What's going on? You meant to be changing the volume. How do you eat this? Looks sexual because it's a sausage.
Look at that.
I don't like how the bread, because it's been toasted, is falling apart. This is one of the reasons I don't go to Subway and I don't toast my bread. Okay, so every time I go to Subway, I always say to them, I'd like a 6-inch herb and cheese, cold. She chops the bread and she goes, do you want that toasted? I'm like, no, cold, please. And the reason why I do that, I mean, it shows one thing. It shows that everyone has them toasted at Subway. But also another thing is that whenever you toast something at Subway, do you think the bread just disintegrates? It just falls apart in your hand. 6-inch, bruh. Yeah, that's right. Does anyone notice that? Is that the only... Am I the only one who's noticed this? Like, sure, when you toast something, it tastes better, and the cheese melts, which is also awesome. 2-for-1 special, awesome. But the thing just disintegrates in your hand. It really annoys me. I wish you could be like, can you heat the meat and the cheese, but not the bread? But I feel like I'm being picky then, you know? I don't know. It's the same. This bread's got the same texture. This bread's got the same texture as Subway toasted bread. It's like, it's just falling apart. I find it hard to get a Subway without toast. See, this is the deal. That's why the lady always says to me, like, do you want it toasted? I'm like, no. For the second time, no. I think there are certain kinds of bread that are meant for toasting and certain breads that are not. Those really fluffy, airy breads, I don't think are meant for a toasting. Because what happens with them is when heat hits them, they just start to crumble and fall apart. But then they're like the really dense breads, like slices of bread, they do well with toasting because they hold their texture quite well. They need to make a specific bread at Subway that's like a toast bread. Toastable bread. Just call it toast bread.
The thing with this, I would just say, is the bread. The bread's a bit... It's nice, but it's just not big enough to hold the sausage, the hot dog, all the stuff's falling out. It's broken through, as you can see from the bottom there, look. and I think it's just the sheer weight of the hot
Dude, I'm going to say it once and I'll say it again.
dog.
Don't give me a burger where everything's falling out. Don't give me a hot dog where everything's falling out. If you're giving me the convenience of having it in bread so I can hold it, at least it keep intact, okay? If you guys are ever going to open a burger place or a hot dog joint, please just keep that in mind. There's nothing fun about overloading a hot dog and it all just falls apart in your hands and you just smear it all over your face and your hands. That's just not cool, man. What about chili dog? Chili dog? Yeah, same kind of thing. I feel like I need a knife and fork to eat the stuff off the top, and then I can eat the hamburger. You see, I've got no... Listen to me. I have no qualms of getting dirty eating a hot dog or a burger, okay? I'm okay with that if that's the case, all right? But I much prefer if I'm eating something in bread and I use my hands, not to get it all over me, you know? If I'm using a knife and fork, then I'll stick with a knife and fork. If I'm using my hands, I'll stick with my hands, okay? I just prefer not to smear it all on my face. There's no way he's eating this without getting it everywhere, you know?
So I'm back in York again. I'm walking the streets of York. On here. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh my God. Oh, he's in York. Oh man, I love York. I love York. If you guys ever want to visit the UK, York is someone I'd recommend. If you're a bit scared of London, I think York is where you want to go. It's very oldie worldy style, but touristy friendly. Me and my girlfriend's been to York a few times. It's really nice.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you. Get that. Bang. People. All right, guys. Have you seen this? Have you seen this? I've just walked past this place and he's making ice cream with liquid nitrogen. It's like a science lesson. It's amazing.
Oh, man.
So guys, as you can see, or as you saw,
bringing my own food. What's that meant to mean?
He's put some ice cream.
You've watched one video for 30 minutes long. You think you've mastered British cuisine? Dude, there is no British cuisine. It's basically it's a mush of multicultures all around the world.
He's then mixed.
And eating an American hot dog in York, eating a French fry in York. Where would you go to London? London's really nice. London's really nice. You don't want to get memes from me, guys. I know you're all being like hooper memers, like, blah, 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 blah. But no, London's amazing. Honestly, I love being a tourist in London. It's amazing. Maybe you guys are a bit young. You maybe don't get the idea of being a tourist. But now I'm older. I really appreciate that more. Maybe it's something you'll appreciate when you get older. But with me, when you do get older, you'll appreciate being a lame ass tourist. Anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed today's stream.